This is only the second time in 8 in-game months that we have reached a ranking event semi-final. Therefore, it is time to make it count. One match and one man stands between us and a place in the first final of the new season. Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to episode 6 of the new season, season 4 of the Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. And today we play the first of two parts of the semi-final of this year's Kaspersky RIGA Masters against the Dragon, Ding Junhui. I am very much looking forward to this. We have an interesting record against Ding, not one that I'm too confident in, but all I will say is that one time we beat Ding, we've gone on to win the tournament. So that, I suppose, is a decent omen. And as I say that, we might as well pick now as a good time to go through the matchup history between ourselves and the Dragon, Ding Junhui. A very solid player, been on the tour for a long time, and a bigger threat than his 7 ranking suggests. As you can see, we've played against Ding Junhui 5 times. He's beaten us on 4 of those occasions. He beat us in the semi-final of the Northern Ireland Open in Season 1 by 3 frames to 2. Remember, all of these matches, apart from that match we won, were on the shorter matches of best of 5 frames. So I suppose that is a decent omen for us. As you can see, though, in the Portland Classic quarter-final in Season 3, Ding beat us by 3 frames to 1. He also beat us in the semi-final of last year's China Championship by 3 frames to 2, and then in the Championship League group stage he beat us by 3 frames to 1. But in last year's Shanghai Masters we beat him in the last 16 by 6 frames to 4. That, of course, a tournament we went on to win. So, not the best omen for us, to be quite honest, against Ding, but it's a new day, it's a new season, and potentially we can do it today. Both players, I mean especially us, but both players in grave need of a tournament win. And, of course, getting a spot in the final is a great chance for either player to win a tournament. Our last tournament win came at last year's Scottish Open. Ding's last tournament win came at last year's Yushan World Open. And to put that into perspective, the Yushan World Open comes up next. So Ding has not won a tournament, if we go to the next tournament, for a year. We haven't won a tournament for the best part of 7, 18 game months. So this is a big chance for either player to reach a big final. Now, the prize money isn't all that massive. It's not huge for this tournament, but it keeps you ticking over. So, without any further ado, let's go into it. The first 4 frames we will play today of the Kaspersky RIGA Masters semi-final, and then on Monday's episode we'll complete the match with the final 5 frames, or of course, however many there are to do. I'm really excited for this, really am. I just hope we don't lose our bottle. Bit of a longer match, of course. We've played best of 7 so far against Kyron Wilson. Was it a best of 5? I think it was a best of 5 in the earlier rounds. So we've got to keep our bottle. No, was it the last 16? I think it was the last 16 we played a best of 7. And it escapes me who we played. I don't know how that happens. Was it Luca? Yeah, it was Luca, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. It was Luca Brissell. And we beat him by 4 frames to 0, that's right. So, we've done very well in this tournament. The early rounds we struggled to get through. That's been a bit of a common theme since we've made the move up to Pro Plus. But when we've played well in tournaments, ultimately, as long as you scrape through those early matches, your real form has to come now at the later stages. So it's a good time to come good. And beating Brissell 4-0, beating Kyron Wilson 4-1, both top 16 players, is no mean feat. I just hope that we can continue that form into today's match. But a lot more at stake today. A place in the final of the Riga Masters. This tournament, we've never done all that well in. Before this season, we haven't gone past the last 16. Last year, we went out the last 16 to the aforementioned Kyron Wilson. In Season 2, we went out in the last 32, I think, to Yanbing Town. And then in Season 1, of course, we went out in the last 64. But it was our first match on Snooker 19, so I hope you can let us off. Now, that is a good chance to get in, but it's a bit of a risk. It's a bit of a risk if we miss it, but I fancy it. Got to hit this at pace to try and split the reds and get onto a colour somehow. But you are relying on a bit of luck. Need to get the pot first and foremost. And it's there. Cracking pot. Nearly got 2 for the price of 1, but there's a few reds that have now come into the game. That was a cracking pot. Now, for what's the more difficult shot, the colour. We've either got this tight pink into the middle. Obviously, the blue isn't reachable. We're snookered on that by the pink. I think the green might be our best chance here, you know. Because that red down towards the corner pocket is not a difficult shot. Yep, I think that's the best shot to take on. The least risk playing that green. Obviously, the cue ball's got to travel a long way now, and yes, the position for the next shot might be a bit harder, but I think we might be in luck. A little bit of a shame, is it, or is it not? Ooh, that black is tight. I think that black goes, but I'm not going to risk it at this point. It's just all about the contact we get off the cushion here. If we can get a good contact, there's certainly a way through either to the pink or the blue. The pink's probably the best ball to play here. Just means we can get direct screw back from being as straight as possible. Saying that though, actually, yeah, we're not going to get on that pink. It's going to have to be the blue from here. But we are relying on a good contact with the cushion. There's no problem with the ball going in. I'm 99.9% sure that's going to pot. Just all about the contact we get off the cushion. It's not bad. That's not bad at all from that position. Obviously, you can see the pink's off. The blue isn't the easiest shot here. But let's see how we get on. Again, we're far enough away from the cushion. I'm happy about that. That we are far enough away from the cushion to be able to get screwed back. But it is a bit dangerous again. We're relying on a bit of luck. The pot's there. That's the most important thing. And our position's not bad at all. That should be a potable chance. Although, let's have a quick look at this. I'm not liking that. Obviously, that doesn't go. I'm not looking at this. That's a very quarter chance into the centre pocket, but obviously the reds would fly open if we potted that or not. So this red's going to be after one we choose. But I think we're going to have to play a shot to nothing on this. I.e. just try and get the cue ball out of there. Tricky pot. And, well, I'm amazed at that. I am absolutely amazed. I thought that'd be too far, if anything. I wasn't expecting it to go in, but I thought we'd have gone too far
Robertson
with the angle. That just shows that being straight on these is the main thing possible. Of course, you know, being a snooker player, the idea is to make these pots as easy as possible for yourself. And I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed only make out and only to put my teeth back in, only to make 10 off that chance. But that's a bit of a poor shot from Ding.
this one up to the middle pocket.
I think he can get out of jail. Yes, he can. He's very lucky there. That black very much cut him because he's at. See, need to put my teeth in again. That's twice now. Nearly cut his access off. That being said, that's quite a see. That's quite a tongue twister. I'll tell you what, I'm completely off it this morning. Let's just hope the snooker's okay. As long as that's all right, I'm sure you can cope with my rambling. Or not so, if we can't get 2 words out.
Really well played.
18.
But we have been guilty in the past, especially at these semi-finals. We had a few occasions last year. In that China Championship, we had the European Masters semi-final against Mark Williams, where you could say we potentially bottled it. We'd played well throughout the tournament, and there's been so many occasions where we've been the bridesmaid, but not quite the bride. So, again, that needs to change. New season, new leaf and all that, so let's see how we get on today. As long as we give it our best, I'm not really fussed. If we lose today and we give it our best, well, you have to hold your hands up to playing against a better player on the day, but very early to be talking about stuff like that. Just get into the match. Again, these first 4 frames, the idea is to try and go in at the break 2 each, make it into a best of 5. Best case scenario is obviously 4-0 or 3-1. Going to be tricky to get a 3-1 score if we go 1 frame behind. But as long as we can go in level, or at least get a frame on the board. That's the worst case scenario, at least get a frame on the board. If we go in at 4-0, it's a big task, but I'm confident, given the way we're played, that we should be able to get at least 1 frame on the board. But it's a positive attitude rather than a defeatist attitude that's got us through this tournament, so let's try and carry that on. But it's inevitable, really, that we did do a good job to open the reds, and Ding's just taking that opportunity instead of us now. What's a gamble to play that blue all that time ago? Feels like a long time ago now, although it was really only a few minutes ago. I don't know what he's going to play here. Can he get to the black? No, it's the pink. God, he's had to really go up and down the table here.
55.
Not taking on the easiest shots, but the frame is pretty much done now. If he can pot the blue. Oh, he's going for the yellow. But as long as he gets another red, it's Ding Junhui who opens the scoring in the frame. Well, doesn't open the scoring, but opens the scoring on the bottom. It's 0-0 and it'll be 1-0. I'm thinking football, aren't I? Pardon me. But just this red needed. And it's there. And barring any strange shocks, it'll be Ding Junhui who takes the first frame in this semi-final. And a very good, well-spirited effort to try and split those two reds. And to be fair, he had. I didn't think there was a pot there, but brilliant pot on the red. And he has got a chance to make an opening century here. That would be a real statement. I tell you what, I did forget that there was actually a red up the bulk cushion, so he didn't actually win the frame earlier on. Of course, he has won the frame now, but there were 3 reds left and not 2, so he hadn't won the frame as early as I thought, but again, he's got absolutely no problem. He could do with getting a high-ish colour here. Yeah, brown will do him. So, still a highest break of 109 available. He needs a good pot on the red here. Looks pretty good, especially at that pace. It should roll in. Yep, great pot.
Nicely done.
75.
So a chance for a century. I think that would wake us up. He's giving himself the best chance by playing the black.
82. 84.
So with the green it'll be 87. Brown not... Oh, well, that was tricky, but yeah, unfortunate nonetheless. So we're going to concede the frame there. Very well played by Ding. A pity he couldn't get the century, but, you know, these things happen. But a great break of 84 to take the first frame from Ding. And as I've said, I think that will wake us up now. But a cracking break off. We are really going to struggle here. Just got to try and get out of this snooker. It's a very tough one to get out of. I think we are going to just play a swerve shot here. Ideal that we hit this, well, it's paramount that we hit this at about the right pace, which we have pretty well. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yes, we leave him a half chance down the cushion. I think that's probably more than a half chance there. But he's just playing the safety then. You know what? I don't blame him, because if that had gone wrong, he might well have left an opportunity. So very good play, very clever play from Ding there. And we can't see the corner of one of the reds, so we're going to have to play safety on that one. And that's gone a little bit too far for my liking, but I think we're just about going to get away with it. I think that straight pot that might have been on, yeah, it's been blocked, so that's a bit of good news. I don't think this safety battle's going to go on too long, though. As you can see, all the reds blocking one another to pot into that corner pocket.
Just playing the safety shot here.
A lot of you are enjoying the start of this new season, which is great. Again, I will emphasise, because you'll get some people at the end of the season, oh, you didn't tell me that, so I'm giving you plenty of notice. By the way, what a shot that was.
That's an excellent shot.
Yeah, we've actually got him in a snooker. This is going to be the last season of the Neil Robertson career mode. And hopefully, we can start to mean to go on.
Left half a chance.
Oh, how's he left half a chance? Come on, bloody Folds. He does my head in, Neil Folds does. It's not really a half chance. It's more like a quarter. I mean, none of these are potable unless I'm being mistaken. So it's literally just that very tight pot into the corner pocket. So, funnily enough, him getting out the snooker probably left us a tougher shot than we would have liked. But to be honest, I can't see any other way out than playing the pot here. It's going to have to be a thin cut. I think the problem is if we play it too thin, it's going to come either side of the pocket, so... Tricky shot. And obviously, the way we're playing it, yeah, we just can't afford... We could give him an opportunity by playing a safety here, but at the same time, you're going to give him a real opportunity if you play the pot and miss it. But look at where that's finished. Pick that one out.
Very well judged shot there.
Well, I thought there was no way out of that, but that was a cracking shot. A bit of luck, I must admit. And where's the cue ball going? Well, well.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Ding Shun Wei.
Foul. Neil Robertson.
Such a good start for him.
He's going to play on here.
And he's potted the cue ball from that position. But a cracking snooker that we got him in the first place. But would you believe that? Would you believe that? We just went for power there. Tried to open up the reds. The only thing we could have done, really, in that situation. And, well, I hope it's not going to be one of those games. That's all I'll say. Overhit that slightly, but again, it's no problem, actually, that isn't. It's not a bad shot.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
Oh, I didn't realise he could see that. That is a shock. But I think, well, he's going to play the green here. And a cracking pot. I thought he was out of position there. This is a bit of a worrying start for us, you know. The way we've played, the cue ball's just not quite running for us.
5.
I don't think there's much chance of him getting a pot here, though. So, back to square one. But he repeats the same treatment as we did, which is nice of him. But a cracking snooker from Ding there.
Ding Shun Wei. 5.
I think it's very much just going to be a hit and hope shot here. And we don't hit any of them. Can you believe it? We've practically circumnavigated the table. And we've not hit a red.
Not what he intended, and to be honest, I'm not sure what his intention was.
Yeah, yeah. We need to wake up, basically.
6.
Because if Ding takes a 2-frame lead, we're just getting into that typical semi-final / when it starts to get serious.
No real problem here.
We're getting into that sort of frame of mind, and that's the problem. But we get away with it again.
Ding Shun Wei. 7.
So, another chance to play good safety here. It's not great. Needs to be a lot further over towards that green, yellow and brown target. And it is a big target. I think he's going to take the pot on here. I wouldn't blame him.
He's taking the red on.
Surely he won't miss it at that pace. Well, the drama of this second frame early on just continues. Just pot the red. Don't worry about anything else. Just pot the red. That's so unfortunate for Ding, but it might just be the chance we need. It might just be the chance we need. But you can forgive me for taking a little bit more time over my shots than usual.
Wonderful shot.
But this is a real chance to get into this match and shake off any fears that we might be getting into that semi-final syndrome that we discussed earlier. That's gone a bit far, that has. It's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. It's just not running for us. So I think it's just a case of another hit and hope shot here.
That's a top shot.
And for once, I don't think that looks too bad. Maybe not. Well, that's why cookie crumbles sometimes. You've just got to play a safety. It's going to be one of those frames. It's going to be one of those scrappy frames. Oh, no. Well. Yeah, it's not running for us at the moment, but in this frame especially, Ding's not taking his chances, but I don't want to give him another one, and that's exactly what we've just done. And he's potted the red. This is now a chance.
Excellent positional play there.
All I will say in our favour is the cue ball's got a long way to travel here. But he's got that down to a T.
6.
Just not running for us at the moment. But we've got time. We've got time to sort it out. But if we're going to sort it out, we need to sort it out quickly. But if you look at that, this might be the chance. I said before it might be a chance. This is a better chance than that. But that is a... Wow. That's amazing, that is. Neither player wanting to take a chance, clearly. Fairly simple last frame, wasn't it? Ding got in, took a chance, frame over. This time round, both players just not taking their chances. So, I said we wouldn't want to give Ding another chance. I bet the same applies for us, because we've not played well so far, but we have shown what we're capable of several times in this tournament, and if we can show that again in this frame, we will get our first frame on the board. And we can wipe away any worries about those first two frames, because it will be, as we started, level pegging. Just be nice, this will, if we can get a decent break on the board, just to increase our confidence and just to get our motion going again, just to get our focus going and get playing shots. The worst thing possible early on in a match is just watching your opponent play shots. You're not learning anything then. All you're doing is sitting in the chair and just pondering. And I might be taking things too seriously, I don't know, but I genuinely think, and I've said this a number of times, Snooker 19 is a cracking simulation of the pressure and the mental game of snooker, the mental side. And it doesn't have to do too much to be that. Just has to have the ability of the AI to really pounce if you make a mistake, which it does. Not best shown in this frame, but in frame 1 we made one mistake. Ding was in, and that was all she wrote. We have got a problem here, which I didn't quite recognise before. So, I think, pot the pink. Take the 18-point lead and just play a safety, which I'm not too bothered about.
That's an unforced error.
I know it's an unforced error, but it's the shot we were intended to play. So just play nice and thin off this. Get back up. Oh, wow. I think that was too thin. Too thin that we didn't hit the ball at all.
Robertson.
Oh, no, we did. Well, that must have been a very thin cut. Goodness me. But straight away, we have been rewarded. Oh, we're going to have to play some side to pot this. This is a risk. Definitely a risk. Oh, we've hit that too hard. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to get away with it. Are we going to get away with it? Oh, we're not. Ah, silly. Silly, silly, silly. Just grabbed at that. Should have just fought for a minute. What if we miss it? But what's he done there? Just obviously maybe thought, well, thought the same as us, I suppose. Thought, well, if this misses, our opponent could have a chance. But I'm amazed he didn't pot that. Really am. Obviously just didn't think the chance was good enough. And that, if we hadn't got one before, was a real get out of jail free in this frame. But by moving that one red, he has got a chance on the other one now. And he's missed that. Well, you wouldn't think this was a battle between two top 16 players, would you? He's got away with it. This might be a good shot. It's got a decent line. It's got a good line. It's got a good line. Oh, wow. What a shot. He's hit the red. But what's his luck going to be?
Not played that well. Tough shot, but he could have played it better.
Oh, well, it's not a good shot, I agree, but I think he's got away with it. I don't know if this will just drop in. We're going to have to trust our instincts. I think it just will. I don't like that angle. I'd have liked to have got a lot more angle on it, but I can't really see how this misses. I think it's going to go off the near cushion. Wow. Well. Can you believe that? I did think I wanted a bit more angle on it, and well, we were right. That's twice, maybe even 3 times this frame, where we should have just trusted our instincts.
Hooks it in.
Put a lovely blue from Ding there. Very dangerous shot to take on given the complexion of this frame.
16.
This is really tricky.
And now it's his chance to take a 2-0 lead.
19.
A very good chance at that.
23. 28.
And he'll do it with the pink. And it's there. And this is not a complete worry yet. But it is a little bit of a worry.
And the frame.
Ding takes the lead. Well, he's already got the lead. He doubles his lead, sorry. And it's now 2-0 to the Dragon.
He's playing some great snooker at the moment, and he's on a real roll. This will be concerning for his opponent.
So, this, I think, is a must-win frame for us. It really is. Go 3-0 down, and the pressure just mounts so much going into that fourth frame. We are pretty good at building a lead and capitalising on that, but we're not very good at coming back into a match. Particularly over this length. It's a good chance, though, at the start of the third frame. Cracking pot. Cracking pot. This might just be the chance we need. Depends where the cue ball finishes up. To be fair, that black's in a really nice position to get it potted. Obviously, the best thing we can do here, it's not guaranteed, best thing we can do here, get at the table as we are, whack in a century break, and, yeah, say sayonara if you like to the frame for Ding. I'm going to take on a very risky shot here to the middle pocket because I actually think it's less risky than taking on the red to the corner pocket. It's just what you prefer. There you go. Has to just gently going off the cushion, but it just opens up our play a little bit. We can play the pink. I'm going to play the black. That's the original shot we played for.
16.
This is a good chance here. I'm not liking how close we are to the cushion, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
This should be pretty straightforward.
Should be able to recover.
Nicely played onto a red.
And thank you very much, Neil Folds. Very generous of you to say that. Could do with not hitting the black. Yep, we haven't. Good shot. Good shot.
25.
Let's just have a look what we can pot next. Might be pink time, perhaps. Let's try and knock these reds clear. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind that. That's certainly gives us a half chance. And I think this is probably the best one to go for, actually. It's to the top pocket, to that pocket. But it's going to be a shot to nothing here. Just try and get it out of there if we miss. But it's a decent chance.
A half chance.
And it's there. What a shot.
That's a top shot.
Tell you what, when we play well, we can pot most things.
He'll be happy with that.
We just need that confidence.
32.
And I'm amazed we had that confidence there. You could say it's stupidity. Especially being 2-0 down. But this is a pretty decent chance now. Need a long pot here on the red. But if we can do, again, it's just a case of recovering from a few trickier shots that we had to play. Because we needed to open up a red.
Great pot.
And there we go. We're back on the black.
Position looked very good here. He's
Good.
played that very well.
Good, good, good.
36.
Very nicely done.
43.
Don't like that. Really don't. That's where our lack of confidence comes in, isn't it? Yeah, try and play this nice and soft. I don't really want to play this with excess power. Problem is the blue won't go, so might have to play this for some top spin. That's not too bad, actually.
It goes. Half a chance here.
Tricky pot. But it's there.
That's just unbelievable.
That's okay. That's fine.
Position looks pretty good to me.
44.
Play the green. Come back down. We need a bit of luck, obviously. Need to hit this at the right pace as well.
He's playing for the right corner here.
And this should leave a pot on.
That's an excellent pot.
Looks okay, looks okay. Just needs to run that bit a little bit longer. I think we're okay. Yep. I can live with that angle. Just going to play this with pace. I don't think the black's going to be an option from there. And there we go. Split the reds. We do need a good pot on the pink though here.
48. Touching ball.
Touching the red. This is, well, a must pot really. Oh! Goodness sake. This is, yeah. It just feels like any positive shot we're taking, real positive shot that opens things up for us, and we're just not getting good contact at all with the balls to open opportunities up. But look at that. Well, it just shows how poor we've been. That I mean, again, that first frame, there wasn't much we could do about it, but second frame was scrappy. And Ding won't believe he's 2-0 up here. But for goodness sake, given he's missed that, this is a golden opportunity to get our first frame on the board.
8.
And then if he keeps playing as poorly as that, well, gives us an opportunity to level the scores before the break. Obviously, this is the initial chance we would have got if we potted the pink. So, I am flabbergasted. I'm sure he will be very annoyed as well that he missed the red. You can tell it was off target pretty early into that. But we're not far away now from getting our first frame on the board in this semi-final.
Just the red required here.
And the red's there. Barring any real strange mistakes, it should be our frame now. And I think we can just start to relax a little bit. Because you can tell that by the way we've played, we've been a bit tense. We can just start to relax a little bit now in this quarter-final. Semi-final, sorry. Obviously, we're still not one frame behind. It would be great if we can take that before the interval. It's just all about getting the chance to, I think. It all boils down to that. Again, next frame might be similar to this one, but it will go Ding's way. You just don't know. Where he sees an early red, pots it, and just takes the advantage. But not our best snooker. I've said this throughout the tournament, to be honest. We've not played our best snooker, but it's been enough. And that's something we've just got to get into our head again. Particularly in the next frame. If we just do enough, we'll win the frame. And go in at the interval 2 each. And I'm more than happy with that. Obviously, that's the maximum we can do now.
38.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
No harm just trying to clear up here, giving ourselves just a bit more practice when the pressure's really off. But a real dominating frame. But it didn't come without its risks. When we missed that pink, I really thought that might have been 3-0 to Ding. And I'm sure he might have thought that as well. But to not get anything from that chance must be a massive disappointment for him. And, if you look back at the end of the match, potentially, could, well I hope it is, could well be a turning point in the whole match.
Excellent shot.
52.
And this obviously, goes without saying, will be our highest break of the match so far.
54.
That being said, I think it was a 50 or 60 odd we made earlier, so...
Pop this into the right corner.
Use the pink to slow things down, and that just shows... Oh, that just shows how this frame's been, really.
Wow, he'll be thrilled with that.
Oh, dear. if you didn't see, we got the double. I just thought, sod it, let's go for it. Yeah, this match has been strange so far, to say the least. But that was it. I'm really impressed with that shot, you know. The pink snooker just on the pot, I just thought, sod it, we'll go for the double. And I thought, this might be a chance. I'm not seeing the ball bounce away from the pocket. And it was a cracking shot to make the double. Bit off target with the pink, but you know what? I'm not really bothered. We've won the frame. We've got our first frame on the board. Now the objective is to win the next one and just take this to a best of 5, because it's not been the best performance from either player. But you are allowed to make mistakes, I suppose. But that could have been a really big mistake if we'd have let Ding in. We did, but he didn't take his chance. So, well, there's only one man who made the mistake there. The costly mistake, at least. And again, a break-off, which does let us in to get a starter. And this is when we're at our best, I think. We get a decent chance to start, and we pounce.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
But just try and get as many points out of this opportunity. Try and win the frame from here. That would be great. But if we can get a good haul of points from this opportunity, and potentially play a good safety example, or
he's going for the left corner pocket.
Whatever, we can
Well, an excellent
put Ding under some pressure.
Great technique, superb cueing.
7.
Well, usually I would open up the reds, but I just think that the way it's been going so far, it's going to be a horrible split. We just know that this red will go, so it's worth playing.
12.
Straight as an arrow there.
This looks relatively easy.
13.
Probably won't talk as much during this frame. Just want to concentrate to a maximum level.
Spots on, and he's going for it.
Obviously, it's a big opportunity, this, to get back into the match at 2 each.
That's a top shot.
A bit too close to the cushion there, but again, it's okay. I don't mind that. Just need a good contact with the cushion this time to set a shot on the blue up. We did that a bit harder, but I think we should be glad that we did. Might actually be in for the black. Here we are. Not going to really set up a chance on a red, but it is an extra 7 points.
That was a strange choice of shot there.
It might have been a strange choice of shot, but to be honest, the way we played the previous shot, we weren't really going to get in for a red. So again, we'll settle for that. 26 points. And then try and put him in some trouble. And that's not bad. I don't mind that.
Neil Robertson, 26.
Not a fancy safety or anything, but oh, I thought he fluked the red there. But there you go. Let him play a shot, and he might just give us another chance.
Not the best safety there.
And that's exactly what the dragon, Ding Junhui, has done. Now the easiest shot here is, yeah, we can't play the easiest shot, unfortunately. Okay, well, we're going to have to play this with some pace. Obviously, we could pot the black, but it's just too much of a risk, I think, to go for the black from there, try and position ourselves in the black. It's going to be a tricky cut, so yeah, it just wasn't favourable about taking that on. Shame we can't pot the blue. That might have been a good chance. So we do need a good shot here. Need to avoid the yellow first and foremost, which we might struggle to do. Avoid the reds. It's a tricky one. You can see what sort of line we're going for. I suppose we could use the cushion to our advantage. There we go. That's not a bad shot. I'll take that. There's obviously 2 chances open here now. We'll go for the tight cut to the corner pocket. I think it's only sensible.
This looks pretty simple.
We've overhit that, unfortunately, though, for the black. I never know. I still don't really know how to play those. I always think, we need a bit of power just to get off the cushion. But when you're playing with topspin, clearly not. Tell you what we are going to do here. I think rather than trying to play a pot and stay in this, we just try and put him in some trouble. And there's a big target there with the blue, the yellow and the brown all in close proximity. So we just touch off the yellow, get the snooker in behind the blue.
Snooker.
Good shot.
Robertson, 5.
Gets out of it. Does he leave an opportunity? Leaves a half chance.
Well, he's got out of the snooker, but it looks like he's left an opportunity here.
Might only be the chance to pot the red. Not committing ourselves to much. Yep, the red's there. I'll tell you what, that's not a bad position for the black.
1.
Not the best either. But it's a cracking pot.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
No, it's not worked out, but one of those things, I guess. We weren't aiming for much, so when you're not aiming for position, it's not a surprise when you don't get it. So, just touch the reds.
Robertson, 8.
Don't think there's any chance of him getting a pot.
Careful with the pace here.
Just playing a safety here. Containing one. Decent shot. Clever one, actually. But let's just try. It's tricky. Try and sneak this cue ball in behind the yellow. I overhit it slightly, but it's not a bad shot. Might be able to, I don't think he's got the angle to cut the red in. I could be wrong. We'll wait and see.
So the long red to the corner.
Oh no, he's going for the pot on the red to the corner pocket. Well, that was something I didn't really think he'd go for. I thought the angle would be a bit too awkward. He took it on, he potted it. That's an impressive shot. Maybe we were a bit naive.
Tremendous pot.
5.
So it's a chance now for Ding. Might be one we've come to regret giving him.
Pace is critical here.
6.
Because the reds are fairly well opened up. I can't really see too much of an issue.
13.
But he's still 26 points behind. That, of course, can evaporate very quickly.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
14.
But 5 reds left. Still 68 points left on the table. 67, sorry. 68. What am I on about? 67 left on the table.
Really is tricky.
Good pot on the red.
Shot that is.
Again, looks pretty good here. I think I'm going to regret giving him this little chance. I thought it was the middle pocket he was going to try and pot the red to, not the corner pocket from there.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
30. 37.
This is tough.
Playing that to the top pocket. This could be a chance. But what a shot that is. Wow.
He'll be happy with that.
I thought he might well have missed that, but it was a brilliant shot. I thought, what's his plan here?
To take the lead.
Davke's going to give us another opportunity
45.
or another bit of hope like that.
What
So
a
just
top
one red left now. Playing the black.
Oh, wonderful shot.
46. 50.
Red now into the middle pocket. Or shall I say the centre pocket.
He's
These are
got it
missable though.
to the left centre pocket.
Good shot.
54.
This looks pretty simple.
Yep, I think we're going to regret giving him this chance.
61.
He leads by 22.
Table now.
Just yellow and green needed.
No problem there.
He's
And
right
he'll
on
take a
top of
3-1
the
lead going into the interval. And you know what? I think he probably deserves that on balance.
And in it goes.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this
Should
frame.
shut the door in the frame. I don't think he can pot the brown though, so we might... Oh no, he can. There's just enough space there and he's potted it. That is frame over now. Huh!
Excellent shot.
Is he playing with his opposite hand there?
75.
I don't know if that was a glitch or whether he was genuinely playing with his opposite hand. I don't know what to think of that, whether it was a glitch or a new addition to the game. But, yeah, a fantastic break of 88 there.
What a clearance that was.
And I feel like a bit of a twist, to be honest, for giving him that little half chance.
And the frame, Bing Junhui.
But as I said, on balance, I think that's about right. I think we just need to take the break now, so we will take the break off, and then we will take a break. It's a good break off. It's not bad at all. But I think we'll just need to breathe and then come back fighting
He'll be playing safe here.
when we come to play the next session. And that is where we'll leave it. There's a little bit of a half chance on, but we'll leave it there. And we'll come back on Monday for the rest of this match. As I said, we just need to take a bit of a breather. We are behind, but it's certainly not game over. Could have easily been 3-1 our way, but it's not. There's no good worrying about what could have been, what might have been, because all we can affect is what happens now in the future. But if you enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, of course, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday and a Saturday, all at 6 PM British time. Thank you for your company today, and I will see you guys on Monday for the next episode. Goodbye for now.